How you doing? Graham Lawler here, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, what I do is home brewing, taste testing and brewing, should I say. This is one of the brews I've did already. It's a nice IPA. Just having that while I'm doing a brew today. Today what I'm doing, this is called the Orgasm. And why is it called the Orgasm? It's because you make it yourself. This is from the Brew for You range from the Homebrew Company. So basically, to give you this is a 3 kg kit. This is Homebrew Company Pale Ale 3 kg. So you don't need anything else, only this pouch, and then you add in whatever hops you want. What I added was Citra, Columbus and Chinook. So I have them here, and you get your little muslin bag. These will go in when fermentation has finished. And today, I'm going to mix it in this, and then we're going to add it into the FERMZILLA, and we're going to do a pressure fermentation. But what I'll do is I'll do some videos as the days go by, and you'll see the difference between day 1, day 2, or maybe not in that order, but see how they go. So what I have done, you can see I have this on a tea towel. This has been soaking in hot water. It's nice and liquidy now. You buy this bag, it'll be very gloopy and hard. I have 1 kettle of water in here ready to go. So I am quite simply just going to cut this open, like so, with this sterilised scissors. That's what it looks like inside. I don't know whether you can see that. I'll lean it too far over. Everything has been cleaned and sanitised. So, get this in here. What you do with these pouches, great way of making sure you get it all out. 1 is making sure you steep it in the hot water. 2, like when you have your toothpaste and you want to get the last bit out of it and you can't, you get that nice and tight and roll it down. Just keep rolling, so when you're left at the very end, all you'll have is the foil wrapper. And if there's not any, you'll know, because you'll end up with a pouch in your hand. Because that was left in the hot water for about 15 minutes, it's literally flown out. Now, that is pretty much gone now. Like squeezing the last bit onto your toothbrush. Get them teeth brushed. There you go. Pretty much gone. And I'll just scoop the last bit out. And I'll have an empty pack. Chuck that in the bin. So doing these pouches now, I suppose, to save on tins and stuff. So mix that up, the kettle of water that's just gone in there, and mix it up till its complete consistency is the same. I don't want to see water, I don't want to see the extract. 1 complete consistent liquid. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it up to my 23 litre mark. I won't waste your time watching me filling this up at the tap. What I will do, when I get to about 20 litres, I'll get my thermometer. Haven't got a sticker on this bucket, have on most. Check the temperature, see where it is, because I need to finish at pitching temperature. Last thing you want to do, mix this up. You put too much hot water in or too much cold, it can end up 10 degrees, highly unlikely. What it could do, if there was enough hot water, or you add in too many kettles of water and it ends up past 25. The yeast that I'm using today, which is a great yeast, is Safe Ale 05, and pitching temperature they reckon is probably 12, is it? Between 12 and 25. Because we're doing a pressure fermentation, the temperature doesn't matter so much, and the yeast, should I say, the temperature doesn't matter so much, and the yeast, the instructions on the yeast work differently under pressure fermentation. So you can use them at higher temperatures. You can use a lager yeast even at room temperature, should I say ale temperatures. That's what we're doing anyway, is ale. It's an ale yeast, Safe Ale US 05. So we'll go ahead, get this mixed up, and then I'll show you how we get this ready then for the pressure fermentation itself. Okay, so I've gone ahead now. I have it up to its 23 degrees. You can see there now, all that foam. I filled it with the tap in my bar, which has a hole, so I did it from high. Plenty of oxidization into that wort. Gave it a good mix. It's now at the right temperature. So I'm going to show you now how I'm going. We're not going to ferment this, as I say, we're going to be in the FERMZILLA. So I'm going to show you now what we do at this stage. I'm going to transfer from here into the FERMZILLA, and then I'll show you how you do the connections with the spunden valve and so on. Quite simply, I have the FERMZILLA on the stand. I'm just going to show you something here. You look at most of the videos, everyone seems to have them on like this. Look how wobbly it is, right? I just don't trust it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Even the picture on the box is like that. You flip that up like that, still not touching the ground, and it's a lot sturdier. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, just empty this in. So if you have someone to help you, well and good. I don't, so I'm literally going to pour it in like so. Not worried about it picking up oxygen, if that's what you want for fermentation. Different when you're finished and you transfer into your keg, oxygen be your enemy. And get this in. Hope you're not spilling any. That's the beauty of this big 4-inch neck. You fit your hand in for cleaning, and you can mix up in your ordinary fermentation buckets whatever it is you want to mix in. Reason, well, you're saying, why didn't I just mix in the FERMZILLA? Because the FERMZILLA can't take boiling water. And the first thing that goes into my bucket when I am about to make the brew, like so, is the boiling water. If I put the boiling water in that, it's ruined. So now we have that in. I'm going to lift it back up where you can actually see me, and we'll do the next stage. Okay, so now we have the wort in the FERMZILLA. I lifted it up here where you can see it. And check my temperature there now, 22 degrees, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do, open this, still have my sterilised scissors. Always shake the pack, get all the yeast down to the bottom so when you cut it you don't spill it. Don't need to mix this in. I am simply emptying like so. That'll do its own thing. You can store this, you cannot store it. That'll literally spread out. I'll do a video, as I said, tomorrow or the next day, and we'll see what's happening. You might see a bit of action going on. Right, so that's completely empty. Now what we're going to do, pick this up. Don't mind that liquid dripping off it. All that is star sand. Now, what I'm going to do, get a little bit of, this is Vaseline. It's not keg lube, it's not like that. It's Vaseline, it's fine. I'm just going to put that around this rubber. Why? It's going to make it easier for getting it on and getting it off. So, put it around, a little bit around that. Okay, that's on there. Now what I'm going to do, get my floating dip tube. This is also dripping because it's coming out of non-rinse sanitizer as well. Remember, with non-rinse sanitizer, more than 2 minutes contact or it does nothing, you're just wetting it. I learned that off someone else. I didn't know that. I learned that off some other guy. Can all help each other. So, what I'm going to do now, put the tube through here. And then I have carbonation cap, which is also dripping. My hands are also clean, by the way. Push this in. This tube has been cut. When it came, it was made for all types of FERMZILLAs, so it does bigger, taller ones, the whole lot. So this is for this one. So I'm going to screw that cap on, like so, and just drop that in. Now, I'm just going to tighten this lid. You can see, pops in nice and easy. You do that without any Vaseline or keg lube, it's a lot harder to press in. So next, get my cap, twist that on, nice and tight. And if you're putting these handles on, if you're new to buying one, don't over tighten these and end up squashing like that. See the way that can move loose? That's the way you want it. It's really stiff. You're squashing the neck. You go to turn this on, you're actually probably going to let air and stuff out, which are CO2, which you don't want. Next, I need to get another carbonation cap. That's going to go on here, and then we're going to put the spunden valve on. So I'll just go and get that cap now. Okay, so I have the second carbonation cap. It's on there nice and tight, the bolt on tight. So now what I have is a spunden valve. How this works is you connect this onto the gas in post. When the pressure builds up, it'll come up here, come out here, reach this dial. Now the dial is set at 15 psi. It's set at 15 psi because I used it the last time. If you haven't got it set, what you can do is you can put pressure into this at 15 psi, like you would your normal kegs. Put it on at 15, hook this up, and you'll see the gauge will run up, and you can lower it to the 15. And when the gas stops coming out there, you know when if it's on 15 here and there's no gas coming out, then it's set. If you are doing that, release all that pressure again, because you won't know if fermentation has actually started. Well, you will by looking at it, I suppose. So for now, for me, I'm just going to put a small bit of lube around there, make it a bit easier for going on. As you see, comes on very easy. So that's set, it's at 0 at the minute. So in the next few days, I will see that dial going up, should go to 15. And every now and then, if I even put my finger there, you might hear a little, just a slight little hiss. So what I'll do is, we'll let that do its thing. And in 10 days time, well, not 10 days, that's the usual fermentation. It should be finished before then. That's the other thing with pressure fermentation. The fermentation happens a lot quicker, so you can get it into cold crashing quicker. But after it's finished, what I will do is I will get these hops into the muslin bag. I'll have to screw off the top. Hopefully don't get a hop explosion. Drop it in and then dry hop it. After that, you could, if you don't have kegs, you can have that in your fridge. Connect your tap onto this, even a picnic tap. If you're only getting started, you get a picnic tap and use it. Won't cost you much, probably over €5. I will be transferring this into a corny keg to go into my Kegland Series X and serve on tap. So that's it for today. This is set up. I'm going to move it over here into the corner, and I'll be looking forward to the tasting. What I'm going to do also is I'll do a few videos through the different days and show you what's going on. If you don't have a clear fermenter, hopefully we'll see a lot of action. I know I had a different clear fermentation vessel which was clear, and when I used the Nottingham yeast, Jesus, it was going wild. It was fascinating to look at. You could see it bellowing up and down. With this safe ale yeast, I haven't had the privilege of looking at the action happening, but we will do soon, and you will do too. If you are subscribed to the channel, you'll see the videos. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe. I am looking forward to the tasting. I hope you are too. We'll see what an extract kit out of a pressure fermentation will taste like. Most of the time I do the all grains in the pressure fermentation vessels. It's totally different than this. This, as I said, is the FERMZILLA 30 litre, so I was just excited to do it, so hence why I got the Orgasm into it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.